Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Broomstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They start this playoff game with a pass. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Corey Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's a quarterback keeper. And he brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out in the end zone. But he gets enough for the first down.
Longhorns are on the move here. Play action here on first down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Aggressive call on the opening play. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with the first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
the RPO, caught to the right. Touchdown, Alabama, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking for some space. It's Perkins.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To throw, it's Burden. Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the grab. It's Perkins. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Receiver now before the snap. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already, and they find the end zone this time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about the defense here? Not losing sight of the quarterback on 3rd and goal. They showed a lot of discipline, playing assignment football, and a good job of keeping him short of the goal line.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Meant kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has the first down and more. Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. A much-needed counter-punch delivered.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. And he's tackled at the 25. The same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. On the ground, it's Perkins. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful.
Runs through a tackle. He's got tremendous toughness here. You finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Has it back to the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Incompletion makes it second down. Snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Longhorns keep the football on the move. They keep him guessing with a run. First down and more. He's still running.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole, and look at this Texas running back just running physical for a nice first down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, more recently Bijan Robinson. Incredible history in Austin when it comes to these backs, and he's living up to it today.
Signs a quick throw. Mighty space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of the 17. Longhorns are in the red zone now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pop over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Texas. Great connection there for 6 points. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Bringing it out. It's perfect. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on a jet sweep. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff again. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looking downfield, it's Burden. Receiver makes the grab. Finding space at the 20. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Perkins. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Stop right there at the line. No gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He was successful with his first try. This one from 39 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now at 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep for the right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns. We've got a shootout here.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Scanning the field. It's Burden. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. 1st down to the 27.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Catch made by the tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made, just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
Good catch, just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to pass. It's Burden. Moves out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, and a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Texas. Bringing it out, it's Perkins. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring the way their defense is going. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Or take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
and set second down play here. And now the running back's got it again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for some space. It's Perkins. Try to run him up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick.
Touchdown, tie. They battled all the way back to take the lead. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 6. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. And they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll hand it off. And the defense brings him down.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Coming up, second down and goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So what's the play call? It's fourth and goal from the 3. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. Fourth down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. Bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
Extra point puts it in front by 1. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. He finds some space. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back. It's Burden. It's an out route. The catch made. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Short completion. The third down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. He made it. 3 points on the board. And with that, they retake the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Got the first down and still motoring. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Quarterback keeps the football. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, he's looking to throw. That one's incomplete. An interesting first down call, but it doesn't work.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
This is the advantage, in my opinion, of having that big body tight end. He took a big shot, held on to the football for a first down. This toughness cannot be taken for granted.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And that is the quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
We'll give it to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
But one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they jump back in front.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Texas.
Bringing it out, it's Perkins. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to throw. It's Burden. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up the first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? On third down, it's a handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? First down, we're going to throw the ball. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And here's the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? To the air, it's Burden. Caught by the receiver. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Perkins. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? They'll run it here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And this to almost certainly win the football game. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but